Welcome back to the channel, where today we talk about why changing vocations in Dragon's Dogma is key. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you never miss out on the latest and the greatest. Alright guys, buckle up and let's dive in. Since most RPGs tend to pigeonhole players into a single class, there might be an inclination on your initial playthrough to adhere to one of the vocations in order to master it. Resist that urge, as vocation significantly transforms gameplay, so it's wise to experiment and discover which one suits you best. If transitioning to an entirely different class, such as moving from a strider to a sorcerer, feels too daunting, maybe opt for a class that utilizes similar weapons, characteristics, and chances are that some skills that you have learnt via previous classes will carry over to the new vocation. The notable benefit of changing vocations throughout the game lies in transferability of augment. If you find your mage's health insufficient, invest in some spare discipline points, gain a few levels as a ranger, and acquire longevity. An augment such as permanently boosts health. By skillful mixing and matching vocations, you can craft your own hybrid class, combining the strengths of each. A lot of the time within Dragon's Dogma, you can pretty much choose a class or a vocation, whether it be easy, medium, or one of the hybrid classes to best suit your particular gameplay. There's 9 options in total of this, so it's pretty easy to pick one. Maybe you like the fact of a warrior class with somewhat of a strider, which is going to be the rogue, then opt for the assassin class. Maybe you want to be a Templar or a Paladin within the game, then choose the Mystic Knight. Many different options out there for your playstyle, and the great thing is as well, you're not locked into what gear you can use. You can pretty much mix and match throughout your gameplay, and as well you can do that on the fly with the vocations within the game too. You can switch vocations or your class at any given time within the game. If you're reached level 10, you can pretty much go to the main capital within the game and speak to the innkeeper to switch your vocation. This does require discipline points, but you will acquire those via playing your starter class that you've picked, or if you're later on in the game and you've unlocked the Bitter Black Isle, which is part of the Dark Ascend DLC, you can go to the NPC there and switch up your vocation too. I think this idea of switching vocation or class on the fly, such as easy as this, is pretty awesome that you can do it. Say you're not having so much fun in the Bitter Black Isle as a warrior and want to choose an arcane mage, you can pretty much pick it straight off the fly and rebuild your character then. There's no going back to the start or the beginning. Also, the fact of I like as well that you can switch in and out your pawns within the game, the system of a follower, and you can pretty much choose and pick to what you want of them. Say you want to all go around as mages, you pretty much can do that, or if you want to go around all as melee, you can do that as well. The options on this are pretty much unlimited. It's going to be interesting to see what the second one does have to offer when it comes to vocations. I know that adding a new class within the game, which is the Trickster, we will be covering that on the channel as the lead up comes to the second game. Also as well, there is a lot of gameplay out there to do with existing classes that are already established within the base game for the first one and the second one, so you can look up those as well. But honestly, I cannot wait. I think it's going to be really good to see not only the older classes sort of remastered and reimagined within the second game, but also as well a new entire class coming to the second game as well, which it views as a support class. I wouldn't say it was a main focus class. Again, great if you can play online with other different people via sort of the pawn system, so you're all playing as a party. That would be very interesting. But the Trickster, if you want to maybe heavily focus on one of your pawns being the main character, either a tank, a mage, or an assassin, something like that, that would be really cool. And you being sort of in the background, not so much in the foreground, being a support and an ally to those particular pawns. So guys, that's it for this video. This is been switching vocations in Dragon's Dogma. Hopefully guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Much more to come. And as always guys, stay brave and keep exploring.